measure of the ganja in the land, with a glass of rum and a cigarette right in his hand. He's talking about the children and the future that we face, but his heart is in a dark and a corrupted place. And oh, it's a wicked wonder, a sight to behold, the hypocritical stories that Babylon are told. They lock you in a prison for a little smoking seed, but the biggest, baddest criminals are the ones who plant the greed. Yes, yes, it's a wicked wonder, it's a terrible disgrace, the two-faced logic of this time and of this place. The man on the TV, him selling you a bill. He says it brings you happiness and it brings you lots of cheer. The cigarette billboard is standing up so tall, while a humble, peaceful farmer takes the biggest, hardest fall. They say one is for business and the other is a crime, but they're both just making money, wasting people's precious time. And oh, it's a wicked wonder, a sight to behold, the hypocritical stories that by Babylon are told. They lock you in a prison for a little smoking seed, but the biggest, baddest criminals are the ones who plant the greed. Yes, yes, it's a wicked wonder, it's a terrible disgrace, the two-faced logic of this time and of this place. You go to see the doctor for your aches and for your pain. He'll give you a white pill to drive you half insane. He'll tell you that it's science and a modern medicine, but he'll never ever tell you about the trouble that you're in. Cause his shelf is full of poison with a fancy Latin name, but the healing from the garden is the one they want to blame. And now I see them changing up their wicked, wicked tune, beneath the same old sun and the same old silver moon. They see the color of the money, that pretty, pretty green, and suddenly the ganja is a brand new market scene for the corporate machine. A wicked wonder, ain't that a sight? In the broad daylight, the hypocrisy for all to see. A wicked, wicked wonder. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. The last word has been spoken. The chalice is now cold. The greatest story of the night has finally been told. The room is still and quiet. The smoke begins to clear, and all my foolish worries and all my foolish fear, they float away like shadow. They vanish in the haze at the ending of these long and labyrinthine days. And it's just the ashes and the embers glowing in the dark, a tiny little universe, a holy sacred spark. And in this quiet moment, everything feels right, illuminated by a soft and inner light. Yes, just the ashes and the embers, a warmth inside my universal truth that is both yours and is also mine. I can hear the planet breathing with a slow and steady hum for the blessed peace and quiet that has finally come. And it's just the ashes and the embers glowing in the dark, a tiny little universe, a holy sacred spark. And in this quiet moment, everything feels right, illuminated by a soft and inner light. Yes, just the ashes and the embers, a warmth inside my soul, the feeling of the broken pieces finally being made whole. In the stillness of the night, the war is finally over, the battle has been won. Beneath the silver gaze of a sleeping, dreaming sun, tomorrow is a new day, the struggle will return. Another page is waiting, another lesson to be learned. But for tonight I have this stillness, a treasure I will keep as I drift into the comfort of a sweet and dreamless sleep. Ashes as an ember, glowing in the dark, peace at last, the night is far. Ashes. Got to keep on driving with my heavy load. The moon is hiding shyly behind a veil of clouds. No one is around to hear my worries shouted out loud. Just the sound of the engine and the humming of the tires, burning up the miles, fueled by nervous fire. Cause the city is sleeping, but the wicked never rest. And a simple humble man is put to a mighty test. You've got to be so careful, and you've got to be so bright. And remember what the old man told you, son, don't you ever trust the night. No, you can't ever trust the night. Oh, my hands are on the steering wheel, my heart is in my throat, sailing through the darkness in this rusty metal boat. Every pair of headlights is a pair of wicked eyes, and every single shadow is a devil in disguise. I'm just a simple farmer night. Oh yeah. Oh, you can't trust the silence and you can't trust the sound, 'cause an informer could be waiting on this unholy ground. The man who was your brother, who shared your bread and wine, could be the very same one to drop the wicked dime for just a little shine. So you keep your reasoning to yourself, you keep your own advice, 'cause in this game of danger you don't get to stumble twice. It's the healing of the nation that I'm carrying in the back, but Babylon's corruption has put my life under attack. They make the righteous illegal and the wicked they make strong, and they wonder why the ghetto sings such a mournful song. Don't trust the night, no. Keep on driving, watch the shadows. An informer might be watching you. Don't you trust the night? Leave the world behind. A different kind of feeling for your body and your mind. The engineer is ready with his hands upon the board to unleash the sacred echo of the Almighty's word. The red light is on now, the tape begins to roll. Prepare to lose your body and to find your inner soul. Here in the echo chamber, the walls begin to bend. A sonic journey with no beginning and no end. The bass is the foundation, the snare is like a crack of light, sending out a signal through the darkness of the night. Here in the echo chamber, the truth is revealed. The wounds of your spirit are finally healed. The singer sings his song, and then the voice is gone. Just a ghostly whisper that is echoing till dawn. The engineer rides the fader like a ship upon the sea, deconstructing this reality for you and for me. The guitar skank it once, then it disappears from view, making everything that's old feel like it's brand new. Here in the echo chamber, the walls begin to bend. A sonic journey with making love. In the echo chamber, fading in the dub, space is the only place. In the echo. The pressures of this Babylon are falling like a steady rain. When the doctor gives you poison that you cannot understand, remember there's a medicine growing in the land. A simple little green leaf, a gift from the Most High, beneath the watchful gaze of His all-seeing eyes. This is the healing of the nation, a balm for every wound, the sweetest medication on this holy, sacred ground. It's not to make you crazy, and it's not to make you bad. It's just to bring some comfort to a world that has gone mad. Yes, the healing of the nation for the young and for the old. A story that the prophets have long foretold. For the man with the aching in his weary, tired bone. For the woman in the city who is feeling all alone. For the trouble in your belly, for the tremor in your hand. The blessed earth is waiting, you must understand. It calms the raging fire, it soothes the fevered brow, and asks for nothing in return, here and now. This is the healing of the nation, a balm for every wound, the sweetest medication on this holy, sacred ground. It's not to make you crazy, and it's not to make you bad. It's just to bring some comfort to a world that's gone so mad. Yes, the healing of the nation for the young and for the old. A story that the prophets have long foretold. It can soothe the hungry spirit, it can ease the troubled mind, and help you leave the worries of this wicked world behind. It opens up your reasoning to a different point of view, and shows you that the love of Jah will always see you through. It is the key that can unlock the prison of your head, and silence all the wicked, wicked words that Babylon said. They'll sell you their chemicals, their powders and their pills, to cover up the symptoms of society's many ills. But the true cure's in the garden, growing wild and growing free, a sacramental medicine for you and for me. Let the healing start for every heart. Just medicine is no sin. Healing of the nation, a new creation. Not every herb that grows is created the same. Some have a different purpose, some have a different name. Some are for the pleasure, and some are for the pain. Some are for the sunshine, and some are for the rain. But there is one that the prophets and the elders always praise, to guide a righteous man through these confusing, wicked days. Oh, they call it King's bread, it's the food of the wise. It opens up your heart and it opens up your eyes. King's bread, the holy, holy sacrament, a little piece of heaven that the Almighty sent. It's the reason in Chalice for the dawn of a new age. The wisdom of the prophet and the comfort of the sage. It grows up in the mountains, in the righteous fertile soil. A sacred reward from Jah for the planter man's long toil. Its flowers are so heavy with a crystal sticky coat, the sweetest earthly aroma that can never ever float. It's not for the foolish man who's looking for a game. This one is a holy fire, a spiritual flame. Oh, they call it King's bread, it's the food of the wise. It opens up your heart and it opens up your eyes. King's bread, the holy, holy sacrament, a little piece of heaven that the Almighty sent. It's the reason in Chalice for the dawn of a new age. The wisdom of the prophet and the comfort of the sage. It's not for the dancehall, it's not for the loud crowd. It's for the quiet meditation when you speak to Jah out loud. It silences the chatter of the world that's rushing by, and shows you all the secrets that are hidden in the sky. It makes the rhythm deeper and the lyrics twice as clear, and banishes the presence of all doubt and all fear. They say King Solomon himself did praise this holy tree, and Bob Marley did praise it for all the world to see. It's the stuff of all the legends, the stuff of all the myth, the one true communion to reason your brother with. King's bread, the holy bread, food for your head. Yeah, the wisdom of the King. Listen to the choir sing King's bread, the holy bread, food for your head. Yeah, the wisdom of the King. Listen to the choir sing King's bread. King's bread. Yeah. 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 The reasoning is over, the talking is all done. Now it's time for some action underneath the moon and sun. No time for selfish feelings, no time for foolish pride. Nowhere left to run to, nowhere left to hide. The chalice is prepared now, the fire is alive. Everything is gonna be more than alright tonight. So pass it on the left hand side, let the good vibes flow. A lesson for the youths to learn, a thing that they should know. Pass it on the left hand side, fighting and for causing grief and pain. But the left hand is for loving and the left hand is for peace. The one to make the fussing and the fighting finally cease. So when you take the chalice, you must understand the rule. Don't be a greedy brother, don't you be a selfish fool. So pass it on the left hand side, let the good vibes flow. A lesson for the youths to learn, a thing that they should know. Pass it on the left hand side for your sister and your brother, 'cause in this time of trouble we must take care of each other. Yes, pass it on the left hand side, let the reasoning increase. This is a sacrament of love and a sacrament of peace. Whoa. This is not for getting high, this is for getting wise. To see the truth of this world with your own two eyes. This is not for business, it is not for the trade. It's for the holy covenant that with Jah we have made. So take a little sip now and pass it to your friend. On this holy vibration, our souls can truly mend. Let the smoke be a prayer that is rising to the sky, for the grace and for the glory of the King, the Most High. Let the circle be unbroken, a sacred holy chain, washing away the sorrow and the wickedness and pain. Pass it on the left hand side, on the left hand side, yeah. Let the good vibes on the left hand side multiply. Pass it on for you and I on the left hand side. Pass the chalice, on the left hand side. Your books up on the shelf. You think you know the answers about everybody else. You write your wicked papers with your poison pen. Again and again, my brother, again and again. You sit up on a high chair and you look down from above, and you talk about the world that you know nothing of. But you never sit in a reasoning circle at night and feel the Holy Spirit in the sacred firelight. You never taste the wisdom of the King's own bread to clear out all the wickedness and confusion from your head. So come down from your ivory tower and open up your eyes before you are consumed by your own educated lies. You make a law against the healing of the holy plant while you listen to the whining of the sycophant. You talk about statistics and you talk about the crime just to keep the people frightened time after wicked time. You got your facts and figures, your charts and your reports of every different kind and of every different sort. But you never sit in a reasoning circle at night vibration from your head. So come down from your ivory tower and open up your eyes before you are consumed by your own educated lies. You say it is for science, you say it is for health, but we know it's for the power and for the filthy wealth. You want to keep the people in a prison of the mind, the most devious of prisons that a man could ever find. You want to keep them sleeping, you want to keep them tame, while you play a wicked, 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 wicked game. But the walls of your tower are starting to crack from the heavyweight rhythm of the one-drop track. The truth is a vibration that you cannot deny. No matter how you try, no matter how you try, come down from your ivory tower. The walls are falling. Can you hear the sound? Come down. Time to face the truth for the sake of the youth. Begins to rise, far away from Babylon and its wicked watching eyes. There is a man who works the soil with his own two hands, the wisest farmer in all these ancient lands. He's got no time for politics, no time for their decree. He's living in a covenant with the holy Kali tree. Oh, the planter man with his hands so dark with style. He knows the holy secret of the righteous, honest toil. He's the keeper of the healing, a guardian of the seed, providing for the people what the people truly need. Oh, the planter man, him chant the silent prayer as he tends his little garden with a loving, gentle care. Whoa, he doesn't need no calendar, he doesn't need no clock. He reads the signs of nature from the moss upon the rock. He plants the seed in secret when the moon is hanging right, and he guards his little children in the day and in the night. He gives them fresh spring water and the blessing of the sun, and he never stops his labor till the day's work is all done. Whoa, oh, the planter man with his hands so dark with soil. He knows the holy secret of the righteous, honest toil. He's the keeper of the healing, a guardian of the seed, providing for the people what the people truly need. Oh, the planter man, him chant a silent prayer as he tends his little garden with a loving, gentle care. a prophet and a priest, preparing for the people a most sacramental feast. Down in the city, they are trading greed and lies, but the planter man is trading with the earth and with the skies. His treasure isn't paper, it isn't hard and cold. It's the living green abundance, more precious than pure gold. The planter man, watch him work the land with his own two hands. Yeah, Jah provide the seed and the collie weed. Planter man, yeah, the planter man. Oh, with his own two hands, Jah provide the seed and the collie weed. Planter man, whoa, yeah, planter man, yeah, yeah, planter man, whoa. Getting hazy, the air is getting thick. The sound of the needle and the vinyl's gentle click. The clock upon the wall, its hands are slowing down. The king of this new kingdom has just received his crown. Every single heartbeat is a deep and heavy drum. My journey to the inner space has finally begun, and time is melting, dripping from the walls, entering the ancient and the mystical. The music has a color, a shade of deep blue-green, the most beautiful vibration that has ever been. Yes, time is melting, and I'm floating on the sound, high above the trouble of this weary, wicked town. The bass line is a river that is flowing through my soul, taking all my broken pieces and it's making me feel whole. The snare drum is a thunder in a distant dreamy sky. I can see the very reason and the wherefore and the why. My thoughts are not my own now, they're just clouds that drift on by, beneath the holy gaze of Jah's all-seeing eye. And time is melting, dripping from the walls, answering the ancient and the mystical. The music has a color, a shade of deep blue-green, the most beautiful vibration that has ever been. Yes, time is melting, and I'm floating on the sound, high above the trouble of this weary, wicked town. My body feels so heavy like it's made of ancient stone, but my spirit feels so light like it's finally coming home. I can feel the rhythm breathing, I can feel the planet spin, from the outside in, from the outside in. The little room I'm sitting in becomes an endless space, a holy sacred temple, a consecrated place. Don't be afraid to let go of who you think you are, just to be a passenger upon a shooting star. The echo chamber's calling with a promise to reveal the kind of sacred feeling that is truly, truly real. Melting, time is melting, drifting